So this was one of those films that I was kind of slightly on the fence about seeing, but probably would have ended up seeing eventually because I'd seen trailers for it and it's set in Wales. But I'm really glad I went to see this one. Welcome to my review of Dream Horse. Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews just like this one here at the weekend. In the description box you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads, and I will leave my movie reviews playlist linked up above. My movie reviews are always spoiler free. Yes, Dream Horse is based on a true story about a group of people in a village in Wales, where kind of, you can tell the industry's left the area. There's a high level of unemployment. People are kind of living paycheck to paycheck, and then they go in on this syndicate on a racehorse, which they breed on an allotment. Like, there's the summary for you. I was dubious about Toni Collette playing a Welsh person. Obviously, I think she's Australian, and we've seen her playing British, and we've seen, of some sort, but I don't think we've seen her playing Welsh. We've seen her doing American accents, like different American accents pretty well. Wasn't sure about the Welsh thing, but yeah. She did pretty well. The only word that I really struggled with was the word whippet, which she is somebody who has previously bred and raced, I think, whippets, prize-winning whippets. And so the fact that she couldn't say that word was a little unfortunate. If it had just been the word whippet was mentioned once, it would be okay. But it was just that one word. I don't know why that's difficult in a Welsh accent, the Welsh accent that she was putting on. But aside from that, it was pretty flawless. We also have some incredible Welsh actors in this one. And then we have some people that kind of have a definite role set for them. So Damien Lewis is in this one. He's one of the main characters. And he spends a lot of the film going like this. He had some really good moments, and the kind of like, he is sort of very pivotal to it, but like, as he's playing the character that's obviously based on a real life character, he does a lot of this. There's a lot of a kind of reassuring nod, an agreement of nod. And then his wife is played by Joanna Page, who does a lot of kind of like folding her arms and looking dubious. She walks in, she kind of folds her arms and looks a bit dubious. And I was like, it's just the fact that those scenes, they came up quite a lot where they were doing the same thing. And once you pick up on it once, you can't then unwatch it. I didn't realize this film would make me emotional. It's a film about a racehorse, but because it's got this background, like I said at the beginning, it's a real kind of like triumphant story. And I often find myself watching films concerned with sport in some way, of like an underdog coming through and really, really loving them. I didn't know that it was a genre that I liked, a sports film about an underdog. But there was moments where there's a moment where everybody's singing the national anthem and they're all getting emotional, and I started getting emotional. And then there are other moments where, we're really, really rooting for Dream to come through and do his best, and that made me very emotional. And I didn't sort of realize that it would make me so emotional. I did enjoy the scenery as well. I'm not sure where this one was filmed. I need to check that out, but I think that the kind of the backdrop for this was lovely. However, there weren't a lot of dull days. There weren't a lot of times where, it was chucking it down, but they still had to be outside. They obviously picked some really good times to be filming because there was a lot of sunshine and there was not very much damp. Like, there's a scene that's deliberately rainy because it's part of the, the scene setting of that scene that it has to be raining. But other than that, yes, apparently we should all go and visit Wales because it's always nice and sunny there. And then there's like other things that just made it like very real. I hate when they take a film that's based on a true story and just glamorize it. There's the fact that, Jan, Toni Collette's character, works in a supermarket and also works in a working men's club, and you know, her husband has arthritis and so can't do the things that he used to do. Their children have flown the nest. She's caring for her parents. It's all very, very real. And I really like that about it. And then Jan and her husband, you find out at the end of the film, again, it's not a spoiler, but I like the fact that this information was given to us. You find out at the end of the film that they're breeding a new racehorse now, and I'm very excited. It's also nice as well that at the end of the film they tell you like how much money the syndicate won from breeding the horse, because they talked about whether, you know, people were doing it for the right reasons and whether they were doing it just for the money or you know, for the actual enjoyment of it. And so it tells you at the end like how much money they did actually win and what that worked out as per person in the syndicate. And yeah, as always with a British film, there were moments where I was the only one laughing in the cinema, and a couple of other points where the rest of the cinema was laughing and I was not. However, the screening was not entirely empty, which is always helpful when there's more people there to buffer the sound of the British woman laughing in the back versus the American laughter. So yes. Is this one that you have to see on the big screen? No, I wouldn't say so. This one felt like, you know, it's a film for Bleecker Street Productions, so you know it's got that more indie feel to it, even though it's got these big names attached to it. But yeah, this is one that you could watch on demand at home and not really lose anything from the big screen. But it will make you want to listen to some Tom Jones. Just putting that out there as a content warning. It will make you want to listen to some Tom Jones. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. You don't have to watch it on the big screen, so if you find that you have access wherever you are watching this to see it on streaming or on demand, go for it. It was an enjoyable film, but yeah, grab a tissue and grab some Tom Jones to listen to afterwards. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if there is a particular new release you want me to go to the cinema and review for you here next week, let me know in comments. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next movie review video. I will be back with more bookish content for you in the week, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching.